Oh, it's so delicious. Wow. What's up guys? Today we're making a delicious, wait for it, mutton and beef curry, well combined. And let's see how that works. Okay, so first things first, let's go in with the onions. I think the oil is a bit too hot. Let me just lower the heat a little bit. So what we're going to go in first is with one large sliced onion. And I've got 3 tiny tomatoes, some are overripe in the fridge. But yeah, 3 should work. 3 small tomatoes, that's it. And then here I've got the mutton and the beef. Well, basically it's the beef bones. Okay, first things first, go in with the onions. Now here we've got the beef, which is just big bones. Well, there's a lot of them. If you love having bones in your curry, this is going to be amazing. It's a trick. It's actually pretty cheap as well. So it's like 30 rand from South Africa, 30 bucks for this. And the mutton is here at the bottom. So if you don't mind eating beef with lamb, I would suggest just mixing them up. But yeah, these are cut, cleaned and rinsed. Let's add in half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Spilling it everywhere. For some reason I started liking cumin seeds. Okay, it's not cumin powder as the bottle says. But yeah, jeera. Just half a teaspoon will work. We're going to use it later on as well when we're going to fry it and grind it. Let's mix that in. Okay, so once the onions are translucent, just like this, we don't want it golden brown or anything. And we can just go add in those 3 tomatoes, those tiny tomatoes are sliced up. Let's mix it in. And on top of that, just going to add in a little bit of rough salt to bring out all that flavor. Just leave it on low heat. And I'll move it to another stove and keep it on low heat. So we can start frying the spices. Okay, let's add a teaspoon of coriander seeds. And another teaspoon, that's 2. I'm using a small frying pan. I hope it works. 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds. Once again, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, jeera seeds. Put that in. And I like peppercorn, especially when it's ground into powder form. About 1 teaspoon of peppercorn. Let's get that frying a little bit. Let's add in a few cloves. Okay, so when it starts smoking a little bit, we want it on obviously a low heat. I'm going to throw in 3 dried chilies because I want it a bit hot. And let's just switch it off. And we'll throw in a bay leaf as well. Let that just heat up before we grind it. Okay, and now we can just add in some turmeric powder, roughly about 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, while the spices are cooling down before we grind it, let's get this back on. And I will just add 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder. No, not too much. Since we're making basically our own garam masala, which we got here cooling down, I'm just going to add a very mixed garam masala, half a teaspoon, and that's it. So it can cook away as well. I must actually get this heat a bit lower and let it just sizzle away for about 5 minutes or so till the tomatoes are nice and mushy and soft. Right, so we added the turmeric powder earlier on, not just for the color, it's actually quite healthy as well. But I'm just going to add in 2 chilies just in case somebody wants it a bit more hot. Normally add green chili, but red chili is good. I'm not going to add too much because I've already got the 3 dried chilies in here that's going to be crushed later. And let's just give that a little bit of a mix. And now we can throw in the meat. This is, remember, beef, big beef bones and mutton. So mutton does take longer to cook. So we're going to have to keep it boiling for a while. If you got a pressure cooker, use it. It's pretty good. It's alright, it's quicker. But sometimes on the gas, just leave it to cook, simmer away for an hour or so until the meat gets soft. Now let's just mix everything in. We put it on high heat, we let it just fry a little bit for 10 minutes before we go ahead and add in some water. And the excess fat and skin and stuff, whatever leftovers we clean from the meat, that's just boiling away, and it is for the doggy. Hey Beard. But as you can see, we don't really need much water at the moment because all the water that's in here is coming off the meat. So we'll give that another 5 minutes or so and let's see how that works. Alright. We've got our cool down spices. Let's just put the chilies in there, break it up so it grinds easier. Just remember, if you're doing this, just wash your hands afterwards. If you touch your eyes, you know it's going to super burn. Just break that up. And we'll just use a teaspoon here. Or a tablespoon actually. Let's try and get that neatly in. Don't forget to add salt to the meat, like I almost did. Now I'm going to wait for the water to dry up a little bit more. Let it fry a bit before I add more water. Okay, let's grind it up. Okay, and there you go, some nice fine powder. So I'm just going to use some full cream buttermilk. I'm going to whip that up as well. I'm not going to rinse this since we've still got the spices there. It's going in the same pot. Just a little bit. It gives it a nice creamy texture to the meat as well. So we'll just mix that up as well. So we can just whip that up as well. Now just remember, if you're whipping this up, I don't know, it gives it some gas or pressure or something. Just open it up after a few seconds, close it up again and whip it again. Otherwise it can just open and start leaking or something like that. It happened once before. So just make sure. Alright, so now we can just go ahead and add in some water. Just enough to cover the meat. May look like we're drowning it. Okay, that's a bit much. I'm using cold water. I just use the kettle because it's easier to carry around. So let's mix that in. Put it on full heat, bring it to a boil, and then we leave it to simmer for about an hour. Don't forget to cover it. Okay guys, so we're 30 minutes through, 35 minutes through. It's looking good, I must say. Now it's about time we're going to add in that whipped curd, or not curd, it was buttermilk, yes. Usually people say add in the buttermilk, the curd or the yogurt or whatever like 5 minutes before you finish cooking. But in this case, we're going to add it earlier on and give it another 30 minutes to cook. It actually soaks into the meat and makes it nice and flavorful. So let's go ahead and add this in. So the longer it boils, the better it actually tastes. And there you go. Now we'll just gently mix it in. You can see all the milk, like basically particles, all the stuff over here. If you leave it to boil for like another 30 minutes or so, it disappears. It makes it nice, thick and creamy. So let's just get the meat under all the water. Cover it up and let it simmer for another 30 minutes. Alright, 30 minutes later. Once you see the oil splitting, then you know it's ready for the last bit of the spices. Now this is all of it, the same ones that we fried and ground. What is it? Ground. It smells strong. Now we're going to use all of it. This is the magic touch of this curry. We'll just sprinkle it around. It's also going to make the gravy nice and thick as well. Oh, it is delicious. It smells delicious. You can see how that color changes as well. Now let's put that on super low heat. Give it 5 minutes and it is ready. We can leave it open at this point. Okay, and finally we have a delicious mutton and beef curry. Take a look at that. Let's taste it out. So we can actually tell the difference between the beef and the lamb because the beef is only the big bones that are put in basically just to give it a nice flavor. But let's dig in to the mutton. I'm not sure if I said lamb earlier on, but I used up saying lamb. Let's see how's the heat on this. Okay, here's a nice juicy piece of meat. We'll try not to get all the oil because it is a bit oily, but obviously we got the cream from the buttermilk and stuff in there, which is absolutely delicious. Wow, that is delicious. Best to have it with roti. You can have it with bread or rice, but roti is the best. That's divine. Don't forget, hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Beef and mutton together. Would you try it? Wouldn't you try it? Let me know down below. Perfect. Catch you in the next one. Ciao. Oh, it's so delicious. Wow. Just remember, mutton is tough meat. Lamb is the soft one.